Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and hope you're having a great day. First of all, thanks so much for being here today. I will be doing, well I did, I'm recording this after the vlog. So I read A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara and I vlogged the whole thing. So I will insert the clip here and then we can come back after for the outro where I will give my final thoughts on that. But yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I make videos every week. So yeah, let's go back a week. So hopefully I recorded an intro and this doesn't seem out of the blue. Anyway, hi guys, it's Monday. I have to start work in about 10 minutes, but I started the book A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara last night and I didn't get far, I'm on page 12 and I'm already really liking it. I will be reading this throughout the week and that is what this reading vlog is about, which hopefully I would have explained by now. Yeah, just gonna have my giant cup of coffee and get to work and hopefully read whenever I get a break, maybe during lunch and then after work. But yeah, I will keep you updated. Hi y'all. The time is 2 a.m. and I've been reading this book since I got off work and I'm on, I don't know, page 177, so that's like the second part, and then I just finished chapter 1 of part 2, which is The Postman. This book is amazing. I love it so much. The writing is incredible. Like, you keep thinking about these characters long after you stop reading it. And the first part is basically about introducing the characters and their lives, except for Jude, like, he never reveals his past, and which you understand why later on. And before I get into anything, I just want to say that there's a lot of trigger warnings for this book. I don't know if other people mention them, but there's a lot of self-harm, depression, anxiety, just yeah, it's a little hard to read, and I think it kind of affects your mood as well when you read it, because I've just been like pretty the whole day, and I've been watching like Jack Edwards YouTube videos to make me happy, and it kind of worked. So anyway, back to the story. The one thing I do have to mention is that all this crying that I see in these videos, okay, I don't know if I haven't gotten to that part, but I'm not seeing it. Yes, it's really, that's the thing, it's painful and it's triggering, but it hasn't made me cry, you know. I didn't cry or didn't get teared up. I do feel for the characters, like I really do, but and I keep waiting for these moments where I'm like, okay, maybe this is the part where like everybody just bawl their eyes out. It hasn't happened yet, so I don't know. I'm literally only about, I don't know, 1/5 of the way through this book. So yeah, and I'm gonna sleep right now because I have work tomorrow, and I will update you later. Hi fellow Earthlings, it's Tuesday and I'm on my lunch break now, and I've been reading more of this book and I am so happy for Jude. And okay, I have so many things to talk about, right? First of all, the 4 friends. I appreciate friendships a lot more than romantic relationships, because I feel like they last longer and they're more profound, especially in case of my life. And reading this and the dynamics between Jude and Willem and the dynamic between JB and Willem, it's very realistic, and I absolutely love it. I love reading it. JB pisses me off so much, but at the same time I get it because it's a personality. And Jude is like he's such a great character. And he's so beautiful. Jude, that character he has so much personality, and with everything that he has gone through, like, oh my god, it's terrifying. And he's like 30 years now, and his childhood trauma still haunts him, and it's just a lot of it's horrifying what goes on in his head. But at the same time, he has friends like Willem, and he has Harold. And I'm just at the part where Harold does this major I don't want to spoil it, but he does something for Jude that is like something unheard of in his life, like something that could actually make him happy and make his life whole. And I just can't, I'm so happy for him. It's very hard to find words to express how you feel when you read this book, because there's just so much emotion going on. It's very character driven. You don't see a lot of JB and Malcolm at this point. It's mostly to do with Harold and Willem, which is I think they define Jude's life, and they are responsible for his happiness, which is what they're showing now. So it kind of terrifies me as well, because it sounds like it's very happy right now and something terrible is about to happen, and which is what Jude is afraid of as well. And I think his thoughts are like going into my head and just like I'm worried for him as well, like with everything that's happened to him in his past, which you get like you don't get it into like you get it in episodes, right? You don't get the whole thing like a flashback. It's just things that comes into his head when he's about to have everything he wants, and he's always thinking like, oh no, this is going to be taken away from me because it happened before and I don't deserve it. It's just a lot of self-doubt, which results in self-harm, self-sabotage, and there's like a lot of trigger warnings for that. And there's also rape, gang rape, just all that bullshit. But yeah, I will continue to read this. I'm also listening to the audiobook, so the narrator is fantastic. He's doing a really good job. Yeah, I will update you later. Hi y'all. So I just finished reading part 2, The Postman, and I want to read this line about friendship, which what Jude tells Felix, the kid that he's teaching. And this kid is like always worried about not making friends, and he's always saying like, I don't have friends, people don't want to be friends with me. And what you don't realize is, for some people it's really hard to make friends. It's not wrong, right? It's just who they are. It's like things that come easy to other people don't come easy to them. And this line, I'm not a narrator, so I probably won't say it well, but I just want you to listen to the words, okay? This is what it says, right? And I'm just gonna read it from the book. You won't understand what I mean now, but someday you will. The only trick of friendship, I think, is to find people who are better than you. Not smarter, not cooler, but kinder and more generous and more forgiving. And then to appreciate them for what they can teach you, and to try to listen to them when they tell you something about yourself, no matter how bad or good it might be. And to trust them, which is the hardest thing of all, but the best as well. I really like that line, and especially coming from Jude, which makes you understand that he actually appreciates his friends, and everything that they do for him. And from somebody who actually has like so many great and beautiful friends, I can attest to you that it's the greatest feeling in the world, and I personally feel so lucky to have this group of friends, and my sister, my two best friends. Friendship makes everything, makes your life so much easier and so wonderful. So, and also, like, if you don't have people like this in your life, I can assure you, you will find them eventually. There's always somebody out there who's going to be there for you, who's going to make you happy, and somebody who can you always like go to and talk to. There is somebody for everybody out there. I can assure you that. Do you remember when I said I appreciate friendships better than relationships? This is why. I just finished chapter 1 of part 4. I am so angry. I could literally throw this book away. If I didn't have like such a love for books, I would literally throw it across the room. Oh, so mad. I took the camera to actually record a time lapse, and it just didn't happen. I'm about like more than halfway. Yeah. Oh my god, I understand what Noelle Gallagher said on her Little Life vlog, because this is such a hype book, and the hype has actually died down a bit now. But earlier this year, everybody was reading it. Everybody was saying, "Oh my God, everybody, you have to read this. This is such an amazing book. You will cry," and all of that. I get it. I understand that part where like when you read something so good, you want to recommend it to somebody, right? But this is not that kind of book, because it's very triggering. Okay, the self-harm, it's very consistent. It's there throughout this story. Like I'm like more than halfway through, and it hasn't stopped. It's continuous. So, and the past traumas, like the rape and the depression, and this is self-harm in like a very severe manner. So I would say, I would probably put this in the intro as well. So if you're somebody who can't handle that stuff, you shouldn't read this. I'm not gonna recommend this book on like the best books to read or whatever, because it's not. The writing is amazing, the story is absolutely brilliant, but it's not something you would recommend to somebody, because you don't know their traumas, you don't know their past, like especially not on the internet. You can't just put it out there and say, read this book, you're gonna really like it. The other part that's mostly discussed regarding this book is the trauma porn. Like, a lot of people say that it's hard to imagine so many bad things happening to one person, which again, I understand that. When you read the book, it's like, how can this be, like, is this possible that so much shit would happen to one person? And I think it's because we're in his head. It's very constant, because for him it's gonna be there forever, and I think that's why we feel like it's just a lot. It is a lot, but I wouldn't say it's trauma porn per se, as in, like, I don't think it's unrealistic, and it's very sad to say that, but yeah, these things happen to people, and sometimes knowing that it happens is not enough, because even though you know about it, sometimes you don't know what to do, or you don't know how to help them, which is very crippling, right? And that's what Harold is going through, which is the part where I'm at, and that's the part I actually like cried a little bit because him explaining his helplessness and how he can't help his son is just, it's just very sad. Hi guys, today is Friday. I don't remember the last time I vlogged. I think it was Tuesday, late Tuesday or early Wednesday, I don't know. I did take a break from reading A Little Life because it was honestly getting to be a little too much. It's a lot, you know, and those of you who have read it will understand. But I have been reading, I just haven't been reading as much. And I started to listen to the audiobook as well, so it's helping because I'm not reading a lot. I'll probably read like one chapter a day, which was like in between Wednesday and Thursday. So I'm planning to finish it this weekend, so I will have more to update you on it. I'm actually like, I did get through quite a bit by listening to the audiobook, which I didn't realize. So I'm almost done actually. I've got almost done with the happy years, and the happy years are not happy. Definitely not happy. But yeah, I think the flashbacks are ending as well. We're at like the last part of Jude's. It's coming full circle where like he's in Montana, right? And I think that's the last part before he goes to college and he meets JB, Malcolm, and Willem. So yeah, hopefully that trauma is over. But now that we know that it's not, because his present day isn't any better. Oh, I would say it's better, but it's just no. So anyway, I will update you after my work day, and it's Friday, so pretty happy about that. And yeah, hopefully we can finish everything by Saturday so that I can get the vlog up later on Saturday. I don't know, I'm rambling. Okay, it's Saturday night, and I just finished the happy years. I'm not gonna lie, right? I'd be lying if I said I didn't see it coming, because I did. It's just not specifically, but I knew something is coming because they were way too happy. But oh yeah, I cried my eyes out, but now I'm okay. So I'm gonna continue with Dear Comrade, which I can't even imagine the reaction. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, it's done. I finished the book. I'm okay now. I can't. My thoughts are like everywhere. I will give you like a full rundown tomorrow morning. But yeah, I finished it. No, I'm not gonna cry on camera. I can't. So today is Saturday, and I finished reading A Little Life last night, and I have a lot of thoughts. Like, my initial thoughts were just all over the place last night, so I didn't record anything because I wanted to gather my thoughts and give you like a full rundown of what I thought of the book and whether or not I'm gonna recommend it to other people. First of all, this book is a masterpiece. It is everything you want in a book, in terms of writing, the character arcs, the development, and the pacing, and the reality of life. And it's very raw, it's very genuine, and I would say painfully realistic. So I would, you saw the clip where I said it's very hard for me to recommend this to somebody without giving the trigger warnings, right? So there's a lot of trigger warnings that I would give to people who would read this, starting with self-harm, physical abuse, domestic violence, substance use, and coarse language, just a lot of stuff going on. I will put everything below so that you can read it before you pick it up. I insist you read the trigger warnings because it's not a joke, right? It's if you cannot take something like that without it fucking your brain, I don't recommend you read this, because it's, like I said, it's consistent. It happens throughout the book, and I don't think anybody will enjoy the book, the story, and what it tries to tell you if those things affect you in that way. Now, at the same time, I had a conversation with my sister about this, and she made a valuable point where she said it would be a disservice to the author if I tell you not to read this book, because to write something like this takes guts. It's incredibly hard to write something so raw and realistic and genuine. So I don't. It would be a disservice to an incredible author who has like unbelievable writing and talent if I tell you don't pick this book up, or if I don't recommend this book to you. So I think I will recommend this because it's one of the greatest books I've ever read. But I will tell you, heed the warnings, right? You decide for yourself if this is the book for you. I read this, and I am one of the happiest people I know. I always try to see the positive. I surround myself with positive people because their energy really affect me. So I always try to see the good and the positive side of things. So for me, even it was hard for me to read as well. And I haven't gone through any of these things that's in the book, and yet it was still difficult for me. So I can't imagine recommending this to somebody without knowing your past, your experiences. So I'm not just gonna put this out on the internet and tell everybody to read this book. But again, I do recommend it, but I'm gonna say heed the warnings. You decide for yourself if you want to read this book. So yeah, those are my final thoughts. The story is incredible, and you might cry, you might get really angry and all that. It's an experience, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna read this again. Kind of want to, because it's always nice to see in retrospect, to like when you read a book, you finish it, you go back and start again. But yeah, these are my final thoughts, and hope this helps somebody. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you watched all of it, then I salute you. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.